All right, all right. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the guardrails, or AKA OCO orders, on the ThinkorSwim platform. This is not a tutorial on ThinkorSwim, so you pretty much got to know how to use ThinkorSwim already. But I'm gonna tell you how to use it the way I would use it in terms of my strategy, in terms of setting up the guardrails. So anyway, first things first. Because this is not as, to me, functional or simple as Webull, where the options chain is right there, right in front of you, in terms of being able to go in and out of different contracts. The first thing you got to do is go get the actual contract you want to trade. So let me go over there and do that. So first, I go over to the trade tab up here, and I put in a particular company. So for this example, let's use Meta. I pull up Meta, and if I touch all product, I hit all products. Now I have the options chain for Meta. Now, next I have to go get the actual contract that I want to actually trade. Let me scroll down and get a cheap contract. Right now, I'm looking at the Friday's expiration date, which is May 23rd in the year 2025. Call the 68250 call. I have to copy it. I have to copy this contract. Now that it's copied, and come over to active trader. See, the screen is blank, so I come over to this screen here and pull up the chart for that active trader. So now both of those are up, and now let me paste in the actual contract and pull it up. So now this is the contract chart that you're going to be trading if we were trading this particular contract. Now, how would I set up the guardrails? Well, normally an active trader, it looks like this. It starts like this. It starts, and on the template it says single. The only thing you want to change here is change this to 1, so that when you buy a contract, you're not buying 10 contracts, you're only buying 1. If you change this to 2, you'll be buying 2 contracts per order. And because you're starting out with a small account, you want to start with only 1 contract. So let's place this back to 1. So now, how would I set up the guardrails? Okay, you come over here, you're going to see a drop down menu, and you're going to see OCO order. These are my ones that I set up previously when I was using ThinkorSwim some time ago, some years ago. But you go to OCO order. So now you have them with a bracket. All right, cool. The brackets are what I call the guardrails. So now you go over here, and you want to change this to percentage. Click on. That's the tick offset. Just hit it one more time, and now we at the percent offset. And come down to this one. Also change it to percent. So now, right now, the the take profit is 1%, and the stop loss is 1%. Let's change this to, for example's sake, let's make this 10%, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Make that 10%, and make this one down. Also, let's say 5%. All right, now, so now my guardrails is set at taking profit at 10% and stopping out at 5%. Now, if I go down here to the active trader, where you're going to see this moving during the trading time, during the trading session, I can choose a particular price I want to get in at. And now you see where I will buy in at. I get stopped in at 26 right there, and the take profits you can see over there is at 28, and the stop loss is sitting at 0.24. So if I get a contract and I get in at 26 cents, it's going to take profits for me at 28 cents and stop me out at 24 cents. The reason being because according to this price, 10% up of that is of 26 is going to be 28, and 5% down based on this price would be 24 cents in a sense. Now we can make this wider. Like for an example, I go back up here and change this to, let's make this 30%. And let's make this also 30%. So now when I come down here, see now you see now it's set up to be 30%. Now it's set up to be 30% with the guardrails. So this is how I would set up the guardrails on ThinkorSwim. Now, you don't want to always have to do this during the trading session because you know the market can be moving fast. So you can actually save this setting by going up here, clicking on this little icon up here. It's a save custom order template. Drag this over here like this and name this and name it. For this example, let's name this guardrails. Guardrails 30%, 30% take profit, and 30% negative. Let's fly negative. Negative 30% stop loss. And now if we save that, that gets saved. So now, if I want to use that, you can see that here. You see, right here. Guardrails, 30% take profit and 30% stop loss. And that's pretty much it. So now whenever I come in here and I'm ready to take an order, I hit that right there. This is going to populate like this. I'm going to have one contract. These are going to be my two triggers. The two triggers, meaning once one is triggered, the other one is canceled. And like I said, I come down here, watch the market, see what prices I like, watch the chart, see what's happening with the chart, and try to get in and let the guardrails do what they do. So anyway, that is the think or swim setup for my strategy using the guardrails. Now I want to show you one more company I would use for the guardrails, and that's Tasty Trade. All right.